Welcome back to the weekly recap. I'm Matt Wacker. One of the oldest buildings in Rolla is also the home of Missouri S&T's top leader. Interim Chancellor Dr. Christopher Maples and his wife, Sarah Marcus, welcomed us into their home this week to have a look at the history and architecture that makes this house so special. Let's walk with Leanne for an intimate look at this Rolla treasure.
Matt, here I am at the beautiful residence of the Chancellor on the Missouri S&T campus. We're getting ready to take a tour.
There are a lot of people to show the house to. It belongs to everybody here, and we're just borrowing it for a while.
I know it is one of the oldest buildings in Rolla, the second oldest, I believe, on campus. Is that correct?
Yes, that is. The oldest building is the Rolla building, and that started off as both a public school and for part of the technical school. So the Rolla building is the oldest. We're the second oldest.
That's fascinating. I mean, the minute you walk through the gates, this place is full of gorgeous architectural details. Sarah, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Absolutely. The exterior of the house is an eclectic style, and so the shingle portions would be kind of considered a classic Queen Anne, and then the massed stone and brick is Richardsonian Romanesque, which describes those big arches and the rock, the keystone arches above it. And then it has touches of Gothic as well. When you look at the windows on the outside of the house, they're kind of pointed. So it's an eclectic house.
Can we take a look around?
Absolutely. We'd be glad to show you around. It's beautiful. Apparently the dining room, I think they said seated 60, which must have been that whole first floor. It's beautiful.
A favorite of many people, the bar.
There's also a lot of details for the caterer, such as the giant stove, which is a little bit big for just two people. We are set up for entertaining, and we're very happy. We've been entertaining.
I can talk a little bit about the origin of the house. It was built in 1889, and at the time it was used as a men's dormitory. From anywhere from 20 to 30 male students who were here going to school were living in the house. And you'll be able to see vestiges of that as we go through the house and take a look at some things. And then it became the director's house and dean's house and chancellor's house. But before that, and it's sort of an in-between time, it was part of the Missouri Geological Survey. They had a headquarters here for a short period of time. Some years ago, Margaret Thatcher was a guest speaker here at the university, and I'm told that she slept in this room.
What is your favorite room in the home?
If I had to pick a room, it would probably be the sunroom, and that was part that was added on in the 20s after the original footprint of the house. But a sort of favorite kind of room, expanding the definition of room, is the elevator. There was an elevator that was put in for one of the former chancellors as part of the condition of becoming chancellor.
It's beautiful.
One of the questions that I'm often asked in town about the house is it haunted?
Oh, that's what we want to know.
I'm asked about that all the time, and my answer is I'm not sure.
Which means?
I've not heard or seen anything, but I haven't been here very long yet either.
Well, I hear that the basement has some secret spaces too.
The basement has some interesting details down there. There's definitely some kind of creepy, spooky rooms that you can see some of the older building materials.
But so far, no ghosts.
Not that I've seen. There is a door on the side of the house, and we'll get a chance to take a look at that from the outside, and it goes nowhere. It apparently used to go to the basement, but as part of the things that are sort of sealed up in various places in the basement, the door goes nowhere. I don't think it's one of those cask of Amontillado things, but who knows?
There's a secret door.
We'll show you two secret doors.
Two secret doors.
I have no idea what's behind this one. Oh, HVAC.
Let's go to door number 2.
Yeah, let's go to door number 2.
Secret door number 2.
That would be the best hiding place if you were a kid.
Be a great hiding place as a kid.
Yes.
It'd be a great fort. Secret door number 3.
Oh, well, not really
Behind door
secret.
number 3.
The old slats and plaster work here are just fabulous, and it's the kind of stuff that was covered up by the sheet board that's in there now. That is artisan kind of work, and it's really, really hard to find anybody who can do that stuff anymore.
But yeah, you can see this. Like, these are some of the old nails that are square.
They're lot of quirky parts of the house that are very interesting. Before Sarah got here, it was just me and something this big, and I kind of ended up living mostly on this floor and in the bedroom in that area. So we'll walk through the bedroom and walk into where our bathroom is and what it all looks like, and you'll see what I mean about it being a little quirky. This is, you'll see. So bedroom here, again, west facing. It's very nice. It's a great room. It's just terrific.
It's beautiful.
And then we come into the bachelor kitchen, right?
Okay, this is what every master bedroom is.
Okay. The kitchen off the bedroom with the world's tiniest dishwasher. Dishwasher number 5.
The only thing this is missing really is a hot plate or some sort of cooktop. But otherwise, exactly. Fridge, microwave, dishwasher, disposal. I mean, what else could you want?
I have the best commute in the world. I get to walk a couple hundred yards and I'm at the office.
Kind of in the heart of what's going on and hustle and bustle and people coming and going. That's what I love about it.
It's part of the history of Rolla, history of the university, and just let's share it with everybody.
After 5 years as superintendent of the West Plains R7 School District, Dr. John Mulford is resigning effective at the end of June. Dr. Mulford was recently named superintendent of schools for the Merrimack Valley R3 School District in Pacific. He has spent his entire 20-year career in West Plains. In a statement, Dr. Mulford said, quote, "I am extremely proud to have been a part of this great school district. I hold to the mantra that one should always leave a place better than one found it. I feel confident I have accomplished this and take great pride in knowing our district is on the path to greater accomplishments." The people of West Plains were the target of a phone scam last week. Area residents called city officials to report calls from an entity claiming to be the West Plains Municipal Court, referencing a bogus warrant and demanding payment. Officials are assuring citizens that the municipal court would never do such a thing and that personal information should never be given over the phone. Through November 26th, McDonald's restaurants across the Ozarks are collecting cans of food in exchange for free coffee. The Cans for Coffee food drive is now in its 10th year. Just bring your non-perishable food items to the front counter or drive-through window. Since 2008, McDonald's of the Ozarks has collected more than 232,000 pounds of food through this initiative. Rolla's Elizabeth Sperry and Faith Ann Barnes unveiled a new event last Friday to support the city's animal shelter, as well as its proposed new building. Positively United featured animal-themed artwork and demonstrations from local artists, along with raffles to raise money. The event was held at PC Tech in downtown Rolla. The proposed animal shelter is still in the planning phase. A significant monetary push is needed to make it a reality. What a time to be a football fan in the Ozarks. A slew of upsets in the semifinal round have propelled most of our market teams to the district championship. Let's begin in Class 1, where the Thayer Bobcats will travel to Pierce City after beating the second-seeded Sarcoxy Bears last Friday. In Class 3, the Salem Tigers upset the Kennett Indians by a single point, a missed extra point attempt. Salem stopped the Indians on 4th down to land a spot in the title game against the undefeated Central Rebels in Park Hills. Also in Class 3, the Battle of Co-Conference Champions left Owensville the victor over St. James, and now the Dutchmen will travel to Eldon in a rematch of Week 2. The Rolla Bulldogs will return to the Class 4 district title game for the second straight year. Rolla lost the championship to Parkway West last season, but spoiled the Longhorns' party this year thanks to 4 touchdowns by quarterback Josh Pritchett. Rolla now travels to Washington to face one of the top-ranked teams in Class 4, the Borgia Knights. Finally, our Price Chopper Game of the Week will come to you live from Lebanon, Missouri for the Class 5 District Championship game between the Yellow Jackets and Ozark Tigers. Lebanon lost to Ozark in the semifinal round last year, but new school rushing king John Barry may have something to say about that this time around. It's high school football, and it's what we do. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. I'm Matt Wacker. I'll see you next time. The Weekly Recap is brought to you by Price Chopper, Cooking from Scratch, the UPS Store of Rolla, Bayard Dodge in West Plains, and the Ozarks Medical Center.